All right, guys, welcome to the intro of this book. It's actually titled Elevation, and I'm going to spare you guys all the intro and acknowledgement and every other thing, and I'm going to jump right into the important notes before we get to chapter 1. Historical records show that the King James Version Book of Revelation is an adaptation of the Greek book of the Apocalypse. For this reason, it is essential to look at Greek word roots and gematria as well as Hebrew. According to Dr. Hilton, the Greek book of the Apocalypse was adopted from an ancient Hindu scroll. Judging by the way Dr. Hotteman, that's Dr. Hilton, wrote his books explaining the book of Revelation, it appears as though he had access or at least knowledge of what was written in those allegedly original scroll. For this reason, references will also be drawn to Hilton Hotteman's translations and to that of other experts in the field. So basically, to spare you of all the introduction and what this book is about, this whole book is taken from the book of Revelation. It is explaining everything that has to do with the book of Revelation, but then a step further. Those of us that want to get to know the secrets of the Bible, this book is for you. And we are now in introduction. The title of section 1 is The Importance of Unveiling the Mysteries. Let's see what the Bible tells us about the unveiling symbols and sharing the mysteries. Never give heed to fables or endless genealogies, in brackets, literal interpretations, which gives rise to more speculation rather than further the administration of God, which is by faith. This is taken from 1 Timothy 1 verse 4. In quote, "And oh, my dear Timothy, guard the treasure that you were given. Guard it with all your life. Avoid the talk show religion and the practiced confusion of the so-called experts." This one is taken from 1 Timothy 6 verse 20. And this one is taken from Ephesians 3 verse 9, and it says, "And bring to light what is the administration of mystery," in brackets, administering the cure, which for ages has been hidden in God who created all things. And this one is taken from Apocalypse 22 verse 7, and it says, "Immortal will he be who will observe these words, the sacred knowledge of this book of life, the teaching of this scroll." Okay, we are still in the introduction. Here we seek the Greek Bible version using the word immortal, which the English King James Version later translated to blessed. Okay, so now we know that the translation of whenever you see blessed in the King James Version, it means immortal. All right, changing the words immortal to blessed is rather a misleading interpretation indeed. Immortal means indestructible, not subject to mortal carbon 66, which is death. Okay, I'll take that again. Immortal means indestructible, not subject to mortal carbon 666 death. Immortality is the truth of the soul, made in the image and likeness of the eternal creative substance, God. Immortal will he be who will observe these words is a scripture which explains the core principle of these teachings. Words and seeds are actually synonymous. Seed, like word, is the cause, the eye or nucleus of everything. Okay. Regarding the well-known King James Bible, the polarity of societal views shows us two distinct opinions. The King James Bible version is the most authentic English translation available and should be revered over all others. King James deliberately plagiarized and manipulated prior versions for his own selfish gains. I would like to propose an alternative opinion. King James wished to share the mysteries, also known as the Great Arcanum, but like all people, was forbidden to elucidate the keys of ascension to the profane, which is the general population. Okay, Anyone who was found sharing the secret of the soul was put to death by beheading or some other hideous execution. For these reasons, the truth of ascension was shrouded in symbols and allegories before being published on a wider scale for the first time in 1611. The secrets contained in the book of Revelation are literally the keys to the elevation of the soul. The 144,000 DNA chromosomes activation. I will place my Torah, which is the law, inside them and write it on their hearts. Jeremiah 31:33. Section 1 Introduction. That is Section 1 Introduction. Summary of action. This table provides an at a glance synopsis of key events in this epic, symbolic, and fanatical tale. Okay. Opening the 7 letters today. Okay. Symbols and themes. A subheading. This section of the book provides an at a glance view of key themes and symbols and the references for where they appear. More details regarding evidence and opinions as to why each symbol has been assigned to the meanings described here are given throughout the book. We're going to continue in the next session.